Down through history, various political and philosophical movements have sprung up, but most of them have died.
My country tears of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing.
We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women.
Most people really don't care about what their government is doing. As long as they get the handouts, as long as they get something from the government in their little world, their little part of the world, they're okay with it. They don't look down the road.
This note was a promise that all men would be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
The Constitution was written very precisely to restrain the power and force of government and to protect the liberties of each and every one of us.
You and I have the ability and the dignity and the right to make our own decisions and determine our own destiny.
Have you had enough with the government taking more and more of your individual liberty? No matter how much power government gets, it always seems to need more.
I would remind you that extremism in the defense of liberty is no vice.
You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness.
Now, one of the principal achievements of this country in the past 20 years particularly, I think most people agree, is the gradual growth of social protective legislation. How do you feel about the political trends of the United States?
I feel that it is terrible, that you see destruction all around you, and that you are moving toward disaster until and unless all those welfare state conceptions have been reversed and rejected. Because we are now moving towards complete collectivism or socialism, a system under which everybody is enslaved to everybody.
This is not the kind of government that was designed by our founders of the country. It's not what was written in the Constitution.
All we've ever had in this country is a bill of temporary privileges. You know that every year the list gets shorter and shorter and shorter.
All you need are good Americans that can see the trouble ahead.
We must act today in order to preserve tomorrow.
In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you the nominee of the Libertarian Party for President of the United States, Bob Barr.
What I intend to do through the remaining months of this campaign is raise the issues that neither of these two major party candidates are raising. Questions and issues that go to the fundamental nature of why government has gotten so big, why it's spending so much money, why it's invading our privacy. Since 9/11, the government has so decimated our civil liberties in this country.
And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care.
America deserves better. You deserve better. At the 85% or higher dissatisfaction rate on the part of the American public who believe the country is going in the wrong direction, this is unprecedented. This is what creates a real opportunity here. This candidate will not let you down. This will be an historic and positive campaign. I have lived and worked and breathed in countries where there is no liberty. We are not in this race to make a point, although a very important point will be made. We believe in liberty, we believe and we understand the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, and we practice it unlike the other parties. We are not in this race just to send a message, although a very important message will be sent. This is a campaign that will win. I'm ready. Are you all ready?
Let freedom ring.